I'm going to share with you my tips for making the most amazing juicy tea loaf, including one tip to ensure the juiciest fruit for your cake. Hi, I'm Nikki. Welcome back to our kitchen, where we show you how to make delicious, family-friendly recipes. For those of you that have followed our channel for a while, you'll know we don't do an awful lot of baking on this channel, but I just had to share with you my recipe for moist and fruity tea bread. It's one of Chris's absolute favourite cakes, and it's amazing on a Sunday afternoon with a nice cup of tea. So let's get cooking. We're going to start off with the most important tip for ensuring a lovely moist cake. We're going to soak the raisins and sultanas. I've got 150 grams or 3/4 of a cup each of raisins and sultanas in my bowl here, and over that I'm going to pour 300 ml, which is about 10 fluid ounces of hot tea. I'm using English breakfast tea, but you can use Earl Grey if you like. They need to be covered and left to soak overnight. Those sultanas are going to soak up that tea, which will give them a lovely flavour and make them really juicy, which will work really well for our tea bread. So I've got some here that I've soaked earlier. Just look at how big and juicy they are. They've soaked up all of that lovely tea. So now we're going to preheat the oven to 170°C or 325°F, and I've also lined a 2-pound loaf tin with a loaf liner. Add 250 grams, which is about 2 cups plus a tablespoon of plain all-purpose flour, along with 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 200 grams, which is about a cup plus 2 tablespoons of soft light brown sugar, and a teaspoon of mixed spice. You can get mixed spice in most UK supermarkets, but if you can't get hold of it where you are, it's essentially a blended spice mix. I'll leave some more information in the description below. So now we need to mix all that together. Now add in 2 tablespoons of melted unsalted butter and 2 medium eggs. Give it a mix with a spatula until combined. Now we want to add in those sultanas and raisins. Be sure to pour in any liquid that's left in the bottom of the bowl as well. Stir together until everything is thoroughly combined. It'll be quite a wet mixture, but that's okay. Spoon the mixture into the lined loaf tin. And place in the oven to bake for about an hour to an hour and 15 minutes. You'll note the cake's done when an inserted skewer comes out clean. If it's starting to look a little bit too dark around the edges, you can place some foil over it whilst it's in the oven. Once cooked, remove from the oven and leave to cool in the tin for about 10 minutes. Then remove from the tin and allow to cool completely on a wire rack before slicing and serving. Chris likes to have a buttered slice of this delicious tea bread, served slightly warm with a nice cup of tea. I think it's the most British thing ever, but it's so good. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see me do any more baking. See you next time.